Hello and welcome back to Skyopolis 4. We are here in our base, and I've made a little mini, I guess rat, rat cage. I have garbage down, and I've put a roof on top of it, and yeah, I haven't gotten a rat spawn yet. It's looks fairly dark. I don't know if it's supposed to be even darker than that, but no luck yet. I figured at least one rat would spawn, but nothing. So I'll have to look closer at that at some point. But today I wanted to show my progress. Fish. I don't have any fish. Wow. Cod. There we go. Cod. Cooked raw cod. Cooked cod. We've been eating the fish we've had since like day one. Son of a... Every time I walk by this thing. Every time. There we go. Hopefully I put those in the right spot. Alright, so first things first, I took down the big ol' 21 block multi-block crafter. It was, served its purpose for now. I don't know if there's anything else we're going to need with it. I was able to get the crushing wheel set up and working, actually. So this is a actually pretty cool little thing here. Let me grab some gravel, and we'll go ahead and turn it on. I'll show how I wired it up. So you just drop whatever you want to crush in there, and it'll, in the case of gravel, make sand. Sand and flint. So I just put all that. I'm going to use all this for glass for base upgrades. But yeah, so wiring this, or making this thing work, was quite a pain. So here, let's just go through. Here is the furnace engine that we created, and I had it working on the other one, right? It's just a flywheel plus the engine plus just a flywheel plus an engine plus the normal furnace. And then I have a cobble generator feeding this full of cobble. And then I have, well, I have a limited supply of charcoal going into it. And I'm just cooking stone to keep it going. So fairly simple, that part. This is where it becomes complicated. To get these wheels to work right, they have to be going, one's got to be going this way, and then one has to be going this way. So they're going the opposite way. And using one power source, I could not figure out a way to do it at first. And then I realized I could use these gearboxes, because the gearboxes will change the direction. So this one's going like this way, and that one's going that way. So with that knowledge, I was able to kind of make a shaft along the end, and then it's just gear gets this one spinning, and then it goes into another gearbox, which turns it the opposite way. And then the same thing I got going on here. Well, I have this extra stuff to get this press, the mechanical press, to work, but it's up to like right here. It's just another gearbox that takes that that direction and spins it around so that it's going the other way, and it just cogs up. So ended up being a lot simpler solution than I thought it would be. And then I have the gearboxes into the back of the wheel instead of a large cog wheel, and it seems to be working just fine. I threw a bunch of ore through here, and it's just been working flawlessly. The only downside to this whole setup is it needs perpetual energy, right? We had the windmill that we had set up, but it was not as near as good as that windmill over there. So yeah, that's kind of what I worked on. And then last episode we had made the metal press, and we had made the windmill, but I didn't have the materials at the time to connect it up. And here, let's go ahead and I'll break. I think I can break this connect. The hell? It's a live wire. And so anyway, I had to make, what is this thing called? A low voltage wire connector, and then another low voltage wire connector. And you just like right click on it, right? Can I? Here, I'm gonna have to break it. There we go. So you put the connector on like so, and then you click the wire, and then you just drag it to where you want to put it, like that. And then it gets power. It uses very little power to do with this machine. And then I set up a extracting conveyor belt that just pulls from this chest. So if I want to make a stack of stuff, I just put it in there, and it does its thing, and then it dumps it in here, and then I keep the press things in here, just so I know where they're at without having to search the inventory. But this is actually, I wish I would have, well, I didn't need to do it in Skyopolis, but for this pack, right, I have no other means of power, and this is generating 256 IF, which this only takes 16, so that's pretty good. We have a little bit of power to spare, so that's pretty nice. I was going to try the water one, but I don't think I need to yet. So that was all of these, right? The wire connector, the wire relay. I think that's just for, like, if you want to continue like a strand of wire, go further than you need to. So got a little bit of wire from that one. Let's see here. This is from the mechanical crafters. I had all those made. I just didn't have them all in my inventory, so I didn't get credit for that before. And then I made a compression dynamo. Where is that at? Compression dynamo right here. This thing, is it gonna give me any information? No, I'm gonna need the book, right? It's like immersive. It's like an engineering handbook. There it is. Power. Or is it power generation? Yeah, we made all that. Nope. Redstone thermoelectric engineer. I don't think that's one we have. Where is it? Power generation. Maybe it's a oil processing. Heavy machinery. Simple machines. Interesting. It's not here. But it is a redstone wires, maybe. It takes in the fluid. Diesel generator, maybe. No, that's a bigger thing. Anyway, from what I understand, is it takes in the crystal fluid and generates power. So that's going to be our carousel fluid. So that'll be interesting to see. We just can't generate enough of that actually at the moment to do anything with it, right? I've been putting all the coal that I get from making ores in here, but it's still not even enough to fill that. I was voiding it off early on, but now I just, after making more wood to make all this stuff, I just don't have enough of it to do anything with it. So can't really do much with that at the moment. But yeah, so I guess the next thing is to make it. Well, I don't need to make it. We got it some early on in the pack. Strong. So we got some early on in the pack right here. So I don't know what the process to make it is. Let's see if we can find that real quick. This one. So it's just, all we have to do is throw dust into yeah, all we do is throw 16 sulfur dust and 4 lead dust into the normal oil, and voila, we get it. So not even worth really trying right now. It's better for doing the power source, so kind of worth it, I guess. But we need this to make this blueprint here, so we need to drop 1 paper in that fluid. So we already have the fluid. Let's just get a paper and drop that, and we can just do it right here. I've made all my floors double double width, just because I knew in Skybees that was an actual issue I had where if I break one, it messes everything up. So we just dropped that in there, and it consumed it. So good thing we have that. And this teaches us how to make the graphite electroid. Jesus, I can't talk. All right, we'll just put that in there because that is right here, which takes 4 hop graphite ingots. So I'll just save it there for now. All right. So that gives us a coin. We got this one, got a coin for that. All right, where are we? So we can go up into the blast furnace. We can go into the crusher. I don't think we have enough steel for the crusher at the moment. Let's see how much dust we have. We might be able to just generate a bunch of ore real quick. Okay, we have a good number. Let's do that. So what I do is I just throw all this ore in here. I can't fill it up anymore. I need... Can I just auto... For some reason the auto put things in the tablet, or the thing does not work very well, so... Alright, let's just do this. That should be able to let us create a few stacks of it. I have a bunch of stone in there. I need more. And we have just enough to make, I think, one more stack. Almost. We need more stone. I can't generate enough. I can't generate enough resources at this point to do things. But there's all of that. That all will just turn into random ore. I can kind of see here our current processing of ore, right? And this all of this ore goes into the crushing wheel over there, and it becomes more, right? So if I smelted this ore here, I'd get 1, but if I put it in the crushing wheel, I get 1 plus a possibility of 2 and some cobblestone. And that kind of goes for all of these, right? Like diamond. If I smelt it, I get 1. I put it in the wheel, I get 2 plus the possibility of another 1 and cobblestone. And that goes, that's, you know, pretty much how all these are here. I take this geode and I'll go show this real quick while we're waiting for all that to process. And I don't have that automated. Making the, what the hell was that? Okay, that milk jug looked like a mob or something in there. I had to kill those pigmen that were in there. They were just, I think they were killing my chickens or something. All right, so right here, I need my hammer. Stone hammer. Yeah, here we go. And this is not a crafting table. This is a workbench from Tetra. It's really cool. This iron Dolabar that I have is a pickaxe. It's almost like a paxel, right? I'm sure I could make a paxel with this, but it lets me upgrade each individual piece. It's really cool. I saw this mod in one of the roguelike ones I was gonna do, but I did this one instead. So it lets you pick, like, you know, the head. You can change the head out. I think Tinkerer's Construct is something like similar to this, where you can build each piece and upgrade it. This one seems a little bit more detailed, if you ask me. It's kind of crazy. And you have to have like a hammer that's like a certain tier to upgrade even further, but you can't upgrade your hammer unless you already have something. It's just weird. So to break open these geodes, you need a tier 2 hammer. So, and like that, and they're like little loot boxes I got for lapis. I got a diamond and an emerald out of one of them from another time. So it's kind of cool. Let's put the hammer in there so we know where it's at, and that can go in there. And that is my ender chest for distributing the ores out through this system. I had to disable it so I could collect the dust. All right, let's put these coins away. And we almost got 50. Is there anything useful in this shop? I feel like the items change quite a bit, but I haven't really seen anything that would be like by me right now. Yeah, like some enchants might be kind of good, but I'm not really seeing the point of those right now. Oh, what's that? There's a lot of hats in this pack that have some different things, but they all seem like mining related. I don't know. It's like, yeah, I can buy 100 granite for for a coin. That's not really worth it. The dirt one I did buy a stack of dirt once, but for the most part, I don't need any of this, and I think I can get all these charms and stuff from killing mobs, but I'm not 100% sure. Ah, not enough pressure. So I need to charge this thing. Do I have any coal in here? Char? No, I don't. Do I have logs? I do have a little bit of logs. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, so we're going to run out of power. That's thing's still going over there, but it's churning that out. I have this one here. It's got a bunch in here, so let's grab like 3 of those. If you put too many charcoal in this thing here, it blows up. So I think I put like a stack in and it blew up. So this is generating. Yeah, I think at this point in the game we're at the like waiting stage because I need steel, and to make steel I need coal, and getting coal is not a trivial task. What do we need for this? We need coal for this too, so that's the coal dust, right? We could probably automate the mixer, maybe. I mean, where is the mixer? It's right here. I think I could probably, yeah, I could just bring it out and then put a connector on it, I bet. So let's try that real quick. You can kind of see how this mod works. All right, we got all those pieces. All right, so this is one. I feel like right here. Let's try right here. We might have to move it over one more. There we go. And then, oh, it doesn't have the same gearbox as the other thing. That's unfortunate. Let's move it over one more because it's too cramped. So we'll put it right there. Pop that right there. All right, so where is, I need some blocks to build on. All right, let's grab these cobblestone bricks, and can we grab some cogs? And that should be fine. Okay, so we need to get it at a different angle. So that's the hardest part about this, right? Is changing the direction. And I think we can use a, what is it called? There's a vertical gearbox, right? So I think we can use that. I guess we have to make a normal one. So we make a gearbox, and then we make a vertical gearbox. Let me see here. I think we can. Let's see what kind of inputs we got going on here. We got 2 side, so we want to get it like that. Oh, we don't have it. My tree farm keeps getting a bunch of those zombies on it. All right, we need more buttons, so let's just get all this out of there, and then we need planks. And we only have 2 planks. Do we have logs? And you can't automate like I was trying to automate the forestry stuff, right? And you can't really automate it for a good while, so it's kind of unfortunate. Like the forester right here requires the solidification chamber, and the solidification chamber is its own like whole thing, achievement system right here. So we need that, which steel casing. So we're gonna have to build this thing again to make steel casings, but machine casings, we need machine frames, which require the arc furnace. So it's quite an adventure to get to that cog. And here we go. We should be able to get 8 of these, so that should be fine. So if we take that in, that gives us the vertical, and then we can go 1, 2, and I might be able to just put it right there. There we go. Perfect. So with that, we can automate all 3 of these machines with the same power right here, which is really nice. And this vertical gearbox isn't like shown in any of the documentation that I could see. And then it still lets you bring it out again. So if I wanted to put another machine here too. So these gearboxes have really made it easy to figure this out. If you can look at my, this one right here, right? This is using the water wheel. I had to like have this gear like this, and it's so janky when I could have just had the water wheel feed into a vertical one to pop that up. So the more I play with this mod, the more it starts to make sense. But I don't have enough kelp to do anything automated with conveyor belts. It's quite tedious to make kelp. I was gonna try to grow some, but I just haven't got a chance to that yet. Because I have 1 piece left after making the stuff required for the thing, so that should be good. So what is the recipe for coal? So coal dust, I guess. Coal dust is charcoal plus sulfur dust. So I don't think we have any of that on this char. Yeah, we don't have any charcoal, so we should have some. We put 128 logs in the furnace over here. So grab that. And this is just to get steel, right? This is like the tedious part. So we need that plus sulfur, right? I should have a ton of sulfur. I have 2,000 sulfur, so okay, that should be good. And that ratio is right? I'm not like wasting my time. Coal dust is 1:1. Okay, so just go over here, drop it in like so, and it's not rotating with enough speed. Really? That's nonsense. Here, I have a speed, rotational speed controller I can try to pop in here. There we go. And then maybe, I don't know if that works. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I guess that's a bust. That's unfortunate. I figured it would work. I mean, it's enough speed for all that stuff. I don't know what else I could. Like a water wheel wasn't even working on this thing, so I might just have too many machines. But yeah, so that's a bust. I'll take that out for now. We need to power some stuff though, so let's turn this charcoal into baby charcoal. Let's put a bunch in there. But yeah, so really the point I'm at right now is moving towards the improved blast furnace, which we're close. We could take apart our furnace, and we don't have to make more blast brick, but we don't have the 27 steel plate, I don't believe, at the moment. Let's see how much steel we have. We might be able to do it. We have 9. Let's see, steel. We have 3 plus 5, so still not quite enough. I don't have any sitting in there or there. All right, let's just go ahead and turn those into plates. Yeah, those are plates. Okay. There we go. And that'll just do its own thing, really. And it takes power, and then it has its own little internal reserve, and it'll just wait, and then it'll do it as it can. And it kind of gets weird on the sound. This machine here would probably be better for that, but I'm gonna actually try disabling this one. See if it makes this one any faster. Alright. That doesn't work for that. We don't actually need this one anymore. All of it can be done over there. God, that's annoying when it's low on power. Alright, so we wanted to give we have coal in there, so we're good there. Alright, so we can put all this in the in there. There we go. So yeah, we are waiting for steel. It's gonna take a little while, and we'll get the improved blast furnace going and the crusher. I'm very close on the crusher. I think I made all the parts except for these 2 steel things. But the crusher at this point isn't really as necessary, I guess. We're gonna need the squeezer, because I think that squeezes the plant oil, and that plant oil then goes into the arc furnace. So we're gonna need. Oh wow! So it looks like we're gonna need the improved blast furnace, and then we're gonna have to take it apart to make the arc furnace, and then we'll need this graphite electrode, which comes from these ignits here. Which I don't even know how you get this dust. The game doesn't really show you either. Oh, here we go. Coke just goes into the industrial squeezer to make the graphite dust. There you go. So we need that and that to make that. And then, yeah, super glue. What is this? We can make that actually. Let's make that real quick. Super glue. I have no idea what that's for, but oh, do we not have slime anymore? God, okay. Yeah, so this is like a lot of the things you kind of get really easy are actually not that easy to get. So it's like I have a whole bunch of like powders and stuff, but they don't really translate very well to stuff that's usable, because it's all random, right? Everything we get out of these things is completely random. Like we got 2 more geodes, but if we sort this, we got 5 diamonds, 7 emeralds, and like for the most part, most of this we don't even really need at the moment. There's some coal, so what we'll do is we'll take all that. We're here, and this is the only way I know to get coal in a large amounts at this point. I just drop all this in there. And then let's take all that out. And then go do that. And then while that's grinding up, we'll go see what's in these geodes real quick. And then I have all my flint coming into this machine to grind it down into dust, which goes into my dust box here. And I can then use the dust when I get more of the, what you call it. All right, here, open that. We got flint, and we got more flint. So yeah, sometimes they're just totally worthless. But yeah, so not a very entertaining episode, but the specifics on building that crushing wheel probably will help somebody out there. That took me a while to figure out, and I didn't Google anything, so I've been trying to be as Google free and all these things as I can. That's why I stumble through a lot of it. But our goal is going to be this. We're just going to need a lot of steel, right? So this is like 27 steel for that. This is 9 times 6 plus 4 times, I don't know, a few, and then another 4 times 8. Or that's actually 8 only, because I think you can make 4 of these with 1, but yeah, so, and then we might have to have double, I don't know. But the blast furnace will improve our yield on the steel, so that'll be good. I think there's a way to double it somehow. I'll have to figure that out at some point. Is there anything else we can jump to? I know Botania is something we can already start, and I don't know if that's worth doing yet, because then we could start generating mana, but then the Endoflame, the only one I know how to really do anything with, requires coal and charcoal to do anything. I can't generate that in large enough quantities to even generate the mana. I remember I had to have like, I think I had like 18 flowers just being covered in blocks of coal to generate enough mana to do anything with this. So that's something we might have to concern ourselves with. And then I know there's other dimensions, so I think we can go ahead and we can make a beehive and start that and go to the bee dimension. And there's a dungeon dimension, so that might be fun. An end and the nether. And I don't guess there's a mining dimension in this one. Twilight Forest is in this mod too, so that's nice. Let's see here, what else? Creative. Infinite battery. Ultimate ignite. What's the creative recipe in this? Ultimate ignite. What is that recipe? I don't know. What is it? Where do you make it? Which? Oh, this one maybe? Oh, that gives you that. So this is easier easier than in that other one. In Skybees it was a lot more work. I don't see. Oh god, I thought it was crafted in that thing. Let's see here. Nope. Clicking on it, but it's not showing me the recipe. So who knows what it is. It's probably in a different kind of crafting thing, but we'll eventually get to that. I wanted to make some more of these more useful items. I think we can make the player trap damage now. I might have one of these. So that might be something we do. That way we can automate the farming of XP and loot. I don't know if there's anything of loot that we would want though. Yeah, the quantum stuff's great, but we're not there yet. We might be able to make these chests and get those all done. And maybe increase our drawer capacity. I'm surprised we haven't run out of space yet, honestly. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. So I'm gonna farm a bunch of steel, and then from there we'll move on to the next part. Where is it? Moving on up. So we'll do that. If I can figure out a way to get enough coal to actually making flux dust reasonable, I will see about doing that, and at least building. I'll probably make a bunch of flux dust, and then we'll go through the rest of this together, since they're all easy combines, and each one gives you kind of what you need for the next step. So that'll be fun. And then maybe I'll make this orchid plant, and then we can try to see. We'll try to see if this is more viable. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into the plants to see if there's a better way to generate mana than the Ender Flame. That's the only one that I've honestly been having a success with. Some of these like are single use and stuff like that, so I just need something that'll work really well and generate mana with like low effort. But yeah, so I'm just rambling. Thank you for watching and have a great day.